My name is Danny John, and I'm proudly to be auctioneer here today and also assist you with your purchase. The marketing team is met throughout the campaign, Cheah, Tracy Tsang, and then we also have Danny Spell, Sean Lim, and also Stephen Zhang here to help you with your competition. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions regarding the property, the paperwork, or some technical advice with your bidding, they are here to help. Now, first I draw attention to is the contract sale, which has been made available to you prior to today's auction and on display for the last 30 minutes. Very straightforward auction contract. Two parts of it form the framework of competition here today. Sorry, the wind is blowing into my mouth. Alright, the particular sale together with both general and special conditions. Attached to that is the vendor statement, which is more commonly known as a Section 32 document that outlines all the relevant information you need to know in terms of becoming a new owner of this property right here. Now, the particular sale reads as follows. Marketing agent for our owner here today is Waverley Real Estate, and the property we sell is commonly known to you and I, your neighbours, your postman, and your Uber Eats delivery driver, simply as number 54 Westerfield Drive here in Notting Hill. We sell on the auction conditions today, so ladies and gentlemen, if you are the successful purchaser at the conclusion of today's auction, we're going to need two things from you. One is your autograph on the dotted line. Two is 10% equivalent to the purchase price as your deposit. We understand not everyone has a checkbook anymore. If you do, simply write a check payable to Glen, Waverley, or we need $20,000 from you as your down payment here today. And the balance of that 10% just needs you to pay to our trust account by the end of a business day on Monday, or actually Tuesday, because Monday is a public holiday. And the settlement is flexible, 30, 60, up to 90 days time, of course, unless you made other arrangements with the marketing team before the commence of today's auction. Now, the contract sale you'll be signing will be unconditional. There is no cooling off period. As your auctioneer, it's my duty and responsibility to ensure today's auction is conducted in accordance with the rules. When you got additional conditions that's made available for inspection prior to today's auction, the rules prohibit the bidder try to prevent others from bidding, false bidding, major disruptions by bidders, and no fines for these conducts. Bidders will be indicated upon request by me as the auctioneer. The rules permit vendor bids in terms of use. We indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of vendor will be simply vendor bid, and by law, only I as the auctioneer here today can make a vendor bid. Now buyers, if you would like me to want to sign in one of these in the next 15 to 20 minutes time, please pay particular attention to the next two rules because they are crucial for your success here today. One, by law, as the auctioneer, I cannot accept any bids or offers that's made after I declare the property sold. So before I knock it out to the successful purchaser here today, I'll simply call it out 3 times, like so. First call, second call, third and final call, and once the property has been knocked down, I can't take any more bids. And lastly, our owner has a reserve price. In the event if we fall short of that reserve, by law, only the last bidder will have to have first opportunity to buy this property at our owner's reserve. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again here at number 54 Westerfield Drive in Notting Hill. What are we offering you here today is something unusual. It's something we don't come across on a daily basis. If you're an investor looking for a high rental yield, look no further. Just simply looking at 8 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's legally presented a rooming house here and delivered to you approximately $60,000 rental return on a Danube basis. All 8 rooms are occupied at the moment and are taking advantage of this particular location, initially walking distance to Monash Drive. As the border has reopened and international students that has returned, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much guaranteed for you to have a steady and a, let's say, very well return on the rental side of the things. The property itself is 717 square meters approximately. That'll give you the opportunity down the track if you're looking for rebuild or redevelopment, of course subject to council approval opportunities. Here, this is what we're offering to you. Like I said, it is Monash University simply around the corner with Brandon Park Shopping Centre literally around the corner as well. We are zoned for Brentwood Secondary College. Like I said, a lot of potentials. That's what we're selling here today, ladies and gentlemen. But it is cold, it is windy. I don't want to leave you hanging here for something that you already know. Let's get into the bidding, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we see a fair, reasonable, even-handed bid? In your hands now. By the way, that's the cue for you to start placing your bid. Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? The price range starts from $1,050,000. Sorry, 1.05. There we go, $1,050,000 from the bidder over the phone at 1.05 and $1,050,000. Let's go in $20,000 rise. I think that's only fair. And a 1.05 over here and $1,050,000. Where do we go from this point? A corner 70 anywhere. And $1,050,000 with the buyer was John. And $1,050,000 going 20, corner 70. And $1,050,000, where do we go? 70, welcome to you, sir, ma'am, and $1,070,000, Sean. That's the competition to your buyer. And $1,070,000 is there. And a 1.07. And a 1.07, where do we go? And $1,070,000, corner 90. I'll take me straight to 1.1. 90 and 90 it is, and 90 against you, sir. Take me to triple one. And $1,090,000 with the opening bidder. And a 1.09. And $1,000,000 over one. And a $90,000 over 1 million. Where do we go to 1.09? And $1,090,000. Are we done with the first bidder? And $1,090,000. $20,000 will put you back to the driver's seat, sir, against you here at $1,090,000. No, 20. 20,000, put you back to the driver's seat in your court, $1,090,000 with the buyer over the phone, and $1,090,000. What do you say, sir, ma'am? And $1,090,000. I'll start counting. But are we? $1,090,000. 20 will put you back.
110.
110, 110, a triple one against you to 1.11. What do you say, sir, ma'am? Whoever that is, $1,110,000 new bidder. Best luck with your bidding. At 1.11 and $1,110,000. All the ones against you here also. What do you say? Another 20, quarter 130. And a 110 is the bid. And a 110 over 1, a 1.11. Are we all done? Finish inside and a $1,110,000. A 20 against you. I'll take the 10. 120 is. And $20,000 with the opening bidder. And a 1,120. And a $1,120,000 against you, sir. And here too, at $1,120,000. What do you say? Another 10 will put you back to the driver's seat, sir, at $1,120,000. Another 10, quarter 30 over here. And here also at $1,120,000. Start counting. First. 1,120,000 bits with you there to 1,120 at $1,120,000. Are we done? Second call. 1,130. Welcome back, sir, to 1,130. You don't have the key anymore. At 1,130 against you. Another 10 will put you back to the competition at $1,130,000. Quarter 40. Where do we go? $1,130,000 bids here. And also here, sir, to 1,130 and $1,130,000. Where do we go? Another 10 or better bid against you here and here on the phone at $1,130,000. First call. Are we done? Second call at $1,130,000. Are we all done, finished, and silent here at 1,130 for the third and final opportunity at $1,130,000 at 1.13. All finished, all silent at 1,130. next one ready. 10,000, and welcome to you, sir, at 1,140,000. What do you say, sir? 1.14 at 114 are across the road with new bidder at 1,140,000. Also here to gentlemen and to you, Sean, your buyer at 1,140,000. That's the winning bid. That's the highest bid at the moment. And 1,140,000. Another 10. 1,150 to 1,140,000. Where do we go from here? Against you now, here and here at 1,140,000. Are we done first call? At 1.14. Second call at $1,140,000 across the road here. What do you say?
We'll take 2.
I'll take 20. Make it a 10, sir. I haven't got a permission to take anything less than that yet. At $1,140,000, take me to 1,150. That's the higher end of the indicating selling range. You never know. At 1,140,000, are we done? Second time. 50. For the third and final call at $1,140,000. What do you say, sir? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Also, you, Sean, your buyer. Also here, sir. I'll take the bidding to the owner. 6 some instructions. Won't take too long. $150,000 against you, sir, across the road. You only had a key for about 2 seconds. And 1,150,000, 52. 52 I have. And 1,152. 53. We're rolling ones. 1,153. Half.
Just trying to make his life easier.
54.
54. See, half's not working. 54.
55.
55 it is. 1,155. And 1,155.
5.
A half. What do you say? $1,155,500. Bids there to your right. They have the keys across the road, sir. Over here, $1,155,500. Let's do a knockout bid. Make my life easier. $1,155,500. That's the bidding. And $1,155,000. 56. 56 now. 1,156,000.
There you are. Another half.
Another half. 56 and a half. 56 and a half. At At $1,156,500. Bids here. Are we done? Finishing silent at 1156.
Half. So
57.
57.
57 is at $1,157,000 with you. See, $500 is not working. Maybe take me to 60, see if that works. At $1,157,000. And a half, 57 and a half. So take me up to 60. Knock it out. Looks like we're gonna get there anyway to 57 and a half. $1,157,500. Across the row also $1,157,500. Take me to 60, sir. Are we done? First call at $1,157,500. 60, welcome to you. Thank you, sir, to 1160. 1,160, 116. What do we say? 1,160 to 116. 1.16. Are we all done, finished, and silent? First call at 1.16. Second call at $1,160,000. Are we all done? All finished? All silent? 160. Another half. $500 more than yours, sir. What do you say? 68 and a half. 561. 61 across the road. 116.
Another half.
Half. 61 and a half. 500. 62. At 1162. Are we done? First call at $1,162,000 across the road. Thanks you here, here, and here.
63.
63. Change strategy. I like that. 1163. Rolling ones. What do you say, sir? 1,163,000. Stop counting. First call. 1163. Second call at $1,163,000. How are we all done? All finished. 2,065. Good bid. You say, sir. And here, you still with me, sir? 1,165,000. Well, getting towards the pointing end of the auction. I appreciate everyone's patience. Just try to do the best thing for the owner. At 1165. Are we done? First time at $1,165,000.
Another half.
Another half. Almost. 11655. What do you say, sir? At $1,165,500. Start counting. First time. $1,165,500. 68. Good bid. 1,160. From the outside, quarter 70. Change strategy. It's time to do that at 1,168,000. Are we done? First call. 1,168. Another half. Quarter 70, sir. Looks like we're going to get there eventually. at $1,168,500. 70. 70 it is. 1.17. Say. At $1,170,000 across the road. Let's go. $1,170,000. Second call at 1.17. Another half. Another half. Took them a while. Could be the last one. You never know. To $1,170,500. Okay. 571. 71 now. Another half. 72. 72. Are we done with 1,172,000? First, second, third and final call at 1,173. 74. 1174 over there. 75. 76. 1176. 80. 77. 77. Double one, double seven. $1,177,000. What do you say, sir? 1,078. 80. 78. 79. 80. 80. 1,180,000. What do you say, sir? 82. 82 now. 2,000. 84. That's yours. 1184.
85.
85. 86.
88.
88. 2,000. 90. 1.19. 1.2. That's the number to beat. $1,190,000. Half. 80, 90 and half. Take me to 1.2, sir. See if that works. At $1,190,500. That's the winning bid. 591. 91.
95.
95. Good bid. 1195. 1.2. 1.2. Good bid. At 1.2. What do you say? At $1,200,000 bits with you there across the road. Are we done? First call. At $1,200,000. Second call at $1,200,000. Are we done? Finished? Head silent now, sir. Before I knock it out. Like I said, we don't come across this kind of properties.
201.
201. Just sparking. Almost. 1,201,000. $1,202. 1,202,000. Looks like it's just between you two now. $1,202,000. Are we all done? All finished? All silent now? Once, twice, 3 times, and 1, 2, oh 2, and 1,202,000. 3. One more. 203. 204. 204. 205. And 1,205,000. Are we done? 1,206. Sir, before you place your bid, just think about it. The last $60,000 was between $500 and $1,000. Clearly, it didn't work. Time to change the strategy at 1,206,000.
207.
207. Sam not advised, sir. 207. We can go in the ones, or you can flex your auction muscle, knock it out with a bolt bid. 1,207,000. Say. Let's go at $1,207,000. Are we done? 3,000. Good bid. 210. 1.21.
11.
11. 1 to 11. $1,211,000 bids here. Are we done? First call. 1,211,000. Second call at $1,211,000. All done. All finished. All silent. All not. How much? 1211 at $1,211,000 for the third and final opportunity at $1,211,000. What do you say, sir? Out. Well, thank you for bidding here today, or anyone else being holding back. Now's the time before I knock it out at $1,211,000. First, second, third and final call at $1,211,000. We are setting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new owner. It is sold. Congratulations. Well bought. Commiserations to the owner bidders. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending another successful Ray Glen Waverley auction. Enjoy your weekend.